In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to make this cute flower pot card. To make the flowers, I used Stampin' Up's new Exclusive Blossom Party Sizzix die. You get this large flower, this flower, this flower, a little dot for the center, and then a little 4-leaf flower as well. So to start, I'm going to start with the pot. I used a piece of old olive, 9 by 3.5, and I've scored at 2 and 5.5. Then I've folded this part up. This is going to be the pot, and then using my paper trimmer, I trimmed off from the top of the pot, and then I placed this at the 2-inch mark, so it was really like this. But I just placed the edge at the 1/2-inch mark. And then I just cut off both sides and did the same thing on the other side and cut that off. Next, I folded the top flap down. Then I used the scallop edge punch to create the edge. And I lined up the edge of the old olive with the first full scallop, and then I turn it over and line up the scallops on the other side. It should be about 2 punches, and it should actually fit perfectly so you get 2 full scallops on the ends. Then I used some old olive and a sponge dauber to go all the way around the edges to give the flower pot a little bit of dimension, extra color. So all around the edges of the flap and then around the edges of the bottom. Okay, and I've got the beginnings of my flower pot. So now I'm going to stamp this fabulous friend from the Oval All Stamp Set. I'm going to use my old olive marker. I'm going to color all the edges old olive. And then my rich razzleberry marker, one of our new in colors, to color the flower and the fabulous friend. I'm going to go ahead and just stamp that on some Whisper White and then punch that out with the large oval punch. And then layer that on a scallop oval. And that's going to be ready to go. Then I have some paper from the Cottage Wall Stamp Set. That I'm going to place across the top. And then I'm going to use some glue dots to put the card together. I'm going to put it right in the corner of the pot. One on this side, and then one on this side. And this will hold the card together. So I've got my little pocket ready. I'm going to use some sticky strip on the top flap of the card to keep it down. And then some dimensionals on my scallop. Place that on my pot. And there's my finished pot. So I'm going to put the pots aside. And now I'm going to work on the top of the card. So I've cut out a piece of rich razzleberry at 4 1/4 by 2.5 and layered that with a smaller piece of Whisper White. I'm going to put a dimensional on the very top, and that's where we're going to place our first flower. To create the flowers, I used Stampin' Up's Exclusive Blossom Party Sizzix die, and I've just taken the flowers and run them in different colors. So I've done Old Olive, I also did Orchid Opulence, and then I wheeled swirls over the Orchid Opulence. And then I'm just going to take some of the multi-purpose adhesive and just put that on each petal. And then place that on the flower. And then I've taken the small flower and the dot in different colors and layered those on each other and added a dimensional to the back so we could pop that up. And there we have one of our flowers. That's our middle flower. And here's our other two flowers. To create the petals by the flowers, I used a 5-petal flower punch and punched out some Old Olive. And I'm just going to cut it in half. And then I'm just going to put some more of the adhesive on the petals. And then just place that behind the flower on the right and the flower on the left. So now to put the flowers on the card, I'm going to take my dimensional in the middle and I'm going to place it inside the pot so that I can see where the flower is going to be once the card is in the pot. And then I'm going to go ahead and place that in the middle. And then I'm going to take a dimensional and cut one in half. And place one in each corner. And then I can place this flower where I would like it, right there. And then the other flower on the other side. And there you have it, a flower pot card. Great for invitations, scrapbooks, cards, or whatever else you'd like to use them for. Thanks for watching.